What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Jolin, and we back at it with another episode of this Flight Lounge. Now, the last couple weeks been pretty cool. The sun been out, you feel me? It's been around 80, 90. And you know, around here, you feel me? I'm so used to the rain that once we start getting that sunlight and you know what I mean, that nice weather, I don't really know what to do with it, you feel me? I done did all the little hikes and stuff around here, so I'm pretty cool on that. But y'all know that I had just got back from my y'all know every summer, your boy pops out and I go visit a couple different places. Y'all know that this year I decided to hit that Houston. I hit Atlanta and flew on down to Orlando, you feel me? So had a good time with that. It kind of made me, get a little bit more grounded. I feel like when I go out to trips and stuff like that, I get to go experience the new thing, go see the new people, go try the new foods. So when I get back, I appreciate that a little bit more and I'm able to get grounded and, get back to work and get to that money. Now, fall is here. Fall is here, and y'all already know fourth quarter is right around the corner. Now, for a lot of us entrepreneurs and hustlers, fourth quarter is the time to get that money. Now, I know some of y'all at the beginning, I'm talking like January-ish, y'all was on y'all's, okay, I'm about to go to the gym, I'm about to lose this belly fat. Oh, I'm about to go and get a raise at my job, I'm about to quit this job, I'm about to get a new one, make more money. Oh, I'm about to pay off all these credit cards, and y'all was doing all of that. And it's not too late to start checking some of those things off of your list, but you gotta get started. Like I said, it's time to get money. The holidays is about to be here. It's time to get cheerful. When you ain't did your goals and you ain't, you look back and you ain't really handled your business, you gonna be looking at yourself like, man, I'm gonna get it this next year, but you really not. You gotta get started right now. There's no better time to get started, you feel me? So y'all already know that your boy got a couple topics, you feel me? And I usually like to kick it off with a little bit of motivation, so that's where we gonna start at. Now, what I'm gonna tell y'all is it's never too late to start a new hobby or start a new business. There's so many people that's like, oh, I'm in my 20s. I can't really start a business. I'm not ready yet. I don't know enough. Then you get to 30 and you like, oh, I want to start a business. I ain't really got the money. I got kids. I got bills. You feel me? Then you get in your 40s and you like, it's too late. I'm getting kind of old. Nobody want to, support the business that I'm trying to run and shit like that. It's never too old. You can be 18 and make $1 million. You could be 35 and make $1 million. You could be 56. And it goes on, you feel me? There's no better time to go out there and try that new thing or try that new hobby because you never know where those type of things might lead you. Like, for instance, I just got, a couple new things that we going to talk about in the podcast later that I'm trying to use and learn more about so that I can start building, just different streams of, different, some roads to get the money, you feel me? So I just want to tell y'all, if you thinking about starting a business, if you think about, ways to get some money, don't doubt yourself. Just go in. It might sometimes cost you a little bit of money to get where you're trying to go. So you got to invest in yourself. You feel me? Sometimes it take people to invest in a mentor or a program or just somebody that they can talk to, better themselves and get that motivation. Sometimes that's all you need is the motivation and the spark. If you kicking it around a whole bunch of people that's not really doing nothing and people that don't got goals and ambitions and they don't write stuff down and check it off the list, and you sitting around with them just smoking and chilling and playing the game and stuff like that, you gonna look back at your time and you gonna be like, shit, you know what? If I would have invested as much time as I was with these niggas or on this game, I could have actually done something with my time. So I just want to tell y'all, make sure y'all not sitting around and thinking that you too old or you're not ready or you don't know if people gonna support, because there's billions of people out here and a lot of somebodies is willing to support what you're doing. You just got to take it from out your head and put it in your hand. And once you do that, you're going to get them M's. So go out there and get that. Now, you already know that I got a couple topics and I want to talk about the topics because I think they're pretty good. Now, y'all already know that I like to start off with the music of the week, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been pretty, I ain't really seen a whole bunch of music that I was like, I gotta check that out, but we got a couple releases that popped off, and we gonna, get to where that is, But Cardi B, we've been waiting on Cardi for a bunch of years now. It's been a long time. She put out a couple little singles here and there, but Cardi been more focused, just on her mom thing, and she was going through the shit with Offset, and just taking all of this stuff in at one time. So it kind of took her a long time to jump back in here, and give us the music that the people been waiting for. Now she just dropped this album, and it's doing pretty good. Y'all already know that it's already certified platinum, from the songs that she had, released back in the day. She put that WAP on there. She put that Up and It's Stuck on there. And so, the traction from those records ended up pushing the album up to certified platinum. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't listen to that shit. I didn't listen to none of the music. You feel me? I listened to just the stuff that they put out and clips of it, and I'm not gonna act like Cardi don't be getting in her bag. I'm not saying that at all. I just didn't listen to the album. I know she did get on a record, and she was coming at some of these artists. She was saying some names. She wasn't just, ducking the smoke and throwing, you feel me, rocks and hiding her hands. She was saying you niggas' names. You feel me? She was calling motherfuckers out. She was saying how fake the industry was. She got on Bia. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm interested to see, because I know Bia, you feel me, she not just gonna be quiet about the shit. She heard the song like we heard the song, so it's only right that she gonna put out a song, and I bet she gonna be getting on that shit, because she be actually chopping. But Cardi got on there, she dissed Bia, she dissed JT, she dissed Offset. She was coming with some shit for Offset, you feel me? She with her new man now. She's like, fuck this nigga, he's broke, you feel me? She knew the whole time I've been carrying this nigga. So yeah, man, if you a Cardi fan, definitely check her shit out and let me know if I'm tripping. Is there some songs that I need to check out? And I'm not gonna sit there and listen to all of them, but if y'all got a couple songs that y'all think like, hey bruh, she was getting it in, you feel me, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Like I said, I like Cardi, you feel me? I don't be slapping her music in the car per se, but when she pop out or she got something to say, I'm a salute a queen. So shout out to Cardi B. Make sure y'all go check out her new album. It's called Am I the Drama? Y'all check it out for yourself. Now, y'all know it's been a lot of controversy around the YSL. We've been waiting for some time now, and if you checked out some of my YouTube videos, y'all know that I've been keeping up on, what's going on with Young Thug and Gunna Wanna and all of them niggas. But Thug was supposed to put out a motherfucking album, and it sounded like he postponed it. It was supposed to drop with Cardi. He said, I didn't want to drop on the same day as Cardi, so it's coming out this Friday. It's about to come out. You feel me? Now, I'm real interested to see the route that Thug take, because the last couple songs that he put out, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to hear I miss my dogs, come on, Wham, call me, it's me, Spider. I don't want to hear that shit. You feel me? And word is that he ended up pushing the album back just a little bit because a bunch of rappers, and we can probably guess who was on the album. A lot of them niggas, or maybe it was just one or two. I don't know how many people he had on there. But niggas is pulling their verse up out of there. They don't want to be associated with the, hey, you in trouble for snitching right now. But then when you pop out, niggas is going to be like, ooh, Future and Thug got a new hit. Future don't want to fuck with you. He heard what you said on the calls. So I'm interested to see what Thug is about to do with this. Is this going to be a classic project? Do we think that it can run up and go past Gunna? I just don't know. I just don't know. Like I said, we've been hearing the stories. We've been seeing what's going on with Thug. And I'm not going to lie. A lot of the time when niggas snitch, at least right now in this rap game, people tend to like that kind of shit. Like, he's a renegade. He told on his man. And a lot of other niggas is like, you gotta stick to the street code. You can't be a snitch and say you sorry and niggas is in trouble. And, not even to say that nigga Thug put some niggas in trouble. It's just, nigga, you drop Pee Wee Roscoe. We heard what you said about your niggas on the phone calls and shit like that. So it's just not looking good. But I'm interested. I'm definitely gonna check out the Thug album, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to probably give it a 5 count. If I check them songs out and I hear the first 5 and I do not hear no shit and it's this nigga whining on the record, I'm cutting him off. You feel me? Because like I said, he was shitting on Gunna and we seen what Gunna been doing. And that nigga Thug better get out here. It's been a year since my nigga done got out of jail. We only heard 2-3 songs from the nigga. And I'm like, nigga, if you took a year to come up with some old whack ass shit, It might be time for that nigga to pick up the mic and start doing a podcast. I'ma just say that. But shout out to the nigga Thug. Hopefully my nigga's able to, recover from this, but it's kind of hard to recover when everybody know, you gotta watch what you say around this nigga. He might be telling. You feel me? So I'm interested to see what my nigga Thug do and if he can recover. But yeah, man, that's what I got for that. You feel me? Now, I know y'all want to know about the movies of the week. Now, a whole bunch of movies been dropping, but I'm going to just put y'all up on the latest one that I personally watched, and y'all let me know if y'all already seen it or if you interested in seeing it. Now, the movie is called The Long Walk, and you probably already seen it on YouTube. If you haven't, you can find it there, and it's basically a Stephen King book that he wrote some years ago. I had never heard of it until I seen the previews, and it was looking hella good, so I was like, damn, I can't wait to see this movie. Now, the movie is basically, it is based in, I want to say maybe the 70s or something like that. And it's like they have like this competition and they gather all of these younger dudes and they basically tell them, hey, you're going to walk as long as you can, as far as you can go. And the last one standing gets this cash prize and you get like a wish. You know what I mean? And so, when people hear money on the line, these motherfuckers, especially back in the 70s, they're like, we can be rich, we gonna walk. You know what I mean? So you start seeing a big ass group and there's like a lieutenant type dude in a tank and he's basically following them behind them like, hey, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. And I don't know if this was the first time that these niggas had seen what happened when you do the long walk, but if you stop when you walking or you go less than a certain speed, you get a countdown. It's a 3 countdown, 3, 2, 1. And if you are not moving, if you like, I need to take a break, my ankle hurt, or I need to tie my shoe real quick, they shoot your ass in the face with a motherfucking AR. Now, this shit I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the best movie, but it was definitely like oh shit. Like I said, it was a bunch of dudes. There was probably like 30, 40 guys, and they're all walking this path. I don't know if they had already predetermined the path or what, but they was going for about, I don't want to spoil the movie for y'all, but I'm going to just say, these motherfuckers walked like 7, 8 days straight. No sleep. Like I said, if you stop, this ain't like hey, we walk from 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. or no shit like that. This was if you falling asleep, better keep your legs motherfucking moving, because if you stop and we count to 3 and your ass is still on some, but I'm tired, yeah, you gonna sleep with the fishes, my nigga, because you ain't gonna be able to come back. But yeah, the story, it's real good, and it shows like a good sense of like brotherhood and willingness to help each other. And I thought it was a good movie. Is it a great movie? Not at all. You feel me? I wouldn't say it's a whole bunch of replay value. I might watch it again, further down the line, but I wouldn't say it was something that I was like, oh man, I definitely want to restart that again. Let me watch it. It wasn't one of those. And it like I said, it was good in the trailer. So if you haven't seen it, I don't want to kill it for y'all. But check that trailer out and you might, like it. Again, like I said, it's a Stephen King book. A lot of Stephen King books is like from back in the day. This ain't no new shit that niggas just, wrote and was like, I'm going to put a movie out for that. No, this is some shit from back in the day. So like I said, it's based in like the 70s, maybe even the high 60s or something like that. And like I said, good movie. I'm going to probably rate it. I'm gonna probably rate that like a 5 or 4.5. I'm not gonna even cap to y'all. It was just all right. But check it out for yourself. Again, the movie is called The Long Walk. It's in theaters right now, so check it out. Now, I know y'all wondering, what that boy been smoking on? You feel me? Everybody always want to know what niggas is smoking on, what niggas is grabbing out these dispensaries so they can check it out, because you know that I be blowing that loud pack from the Outback. If you need that, you know where you can get that. You feel me? This week, I got an old school flavor, one that I hadn't seen. I say I ain't seen this shit in like a couple years, honestly. That Grape Ape. That Grape Ape. Now, y'all know, if you've been smoking for at least 10 years, if you a new smoker, you've been smoking like, nigga, I've been smoking like 4 years. You feel me? Y'all used to the designer packs, and if the bag look cool, but the weed is kind of mild, we still, flexing it. No, I like to smoke loud pack. You feel me? The real shit. I don't care what the bag look like, what them nugs look like. And this Grape Ape, Oh yeah, Tip, this was that grown man weed. This was that 31%. So when you hit it, it's like, ooh yeah, you feel me? It have you singing like Jodeci in them. But I wouldn't say that flavor was locked in. I don't know what it was. The smoke was cool. It was strong. But I would say when you hear grape, you would think that it got a little bit of a little flavor to it. This wasn't the case on this Grape Ape, but I'm gonna say all in all, it was pretty cool. You feel me? It'd definitely be something that I would grab again. Maybe I might just have to, mix and match on the flavor. Sometimes, I like to put like different strands in there. Maybe it got a little bit more kick with the flavor, not as much with the punch. And kind of find middle ground. I like to be like a scientist with the blend. I just put a whole bunch of flavors in there and just see, what it's tasting like, what it's smoking like. You feel me? But yeah, man, that Grape Ape, it's an old one, so I wasn't too, like excited, but I was excited because I like when I see these like some OG Kush or some Haze or some Super Silver or, shit like that you don't see, because nowadays everybody got a different name for the strands. Everybody named different and everybody don't got the same shit. And some of y'all shit, y'all slap a cool name on it like, this is that cherry gelato sundae. And niggas go out and go grab that shit and it be some swap. 19% niggas is smoking that Huckabee, you feel me? But like I said, Grape Ape, let me know if you already tried it and let me know if y'all got it in y'all dispensary. Again, like I said, ours was motherfucking 31%. So it had a nigga like, but it wasn't too good with the flavor. So I'ma just leave it at that. You feel me? Now, like I said, I got something new that your boy is about to be trying, because I want to start trying to, like I said, diversifying the income. I don't want to just be, I just do rap. That's the only thing. Because for a long time, I'm not going to lie, I was only really focused on stuff that could help the rap movement. And I'm still pushing that, but I also got shit that maybe, if you don't listen to rap music, you might be interested in something else, whether it be the books that I got, whether it be the clothes that I sell, Imagination Gallery, make sure y'all tap in with that, and just shit like that. This time around, I got something new, and I want to talk to y'all about it. I'm about to start, making little videos and kind of showing what I got on the YouTube, and if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, you slacking. Go on YouTube right now. VarsityProductions.com or Varsity Productions is my YouTube channel. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, because I'm going to be having a lot of stuff. Now, I got a 3D printer. And this motherfucker is tight. Now, at first, I seen my man Brandon. Shout out to my nigga Brandon. I went to his house. He told me, hey, my nigga, I got some shit that's going to, basically print money. And I'm like, money printer? So I end up going to my man's house or whatnot, and he shows me a 3D printer. Now, for y'all, if you never seen a 3D printer, it's basically a printer that prints 3D objects. You feel me? 3D printer. But he's printing all of this different shit, from like Pokemon action figures to, phone swivels if you want to connect it to your desk, or just everyday things like a towel rack or whatever you decide to make, you can make with this shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie, a nigga had to go to the store. After I seen this shit, I was like, bruh, I can't stop thinking about it. I just want to create some shit. And this falls into the category that I was telling y'all at the beginning. Don't be afraid to start these new motherfucking hobbies and these new little businesses, because you never know what people are gonna be interested in. Especially now is like an e-commerce stage. There's so much stuff that you can, sell online, whether it be courses, physical products, services. It don't even matter. You can put it online and there's gonna be an audience, as long as you do some, some productive marketing. I would say that you can lock in with the people that you're looking for, and you can get your product off, and you don't gotta go to no goddamn 9 to 5 every day, and you can, do what you love to do instead of doing what you have to do just to pay these bills. But back to the 3D printer. This motherfucker is tight. Now, I ain't printed a whole bunch, I'm not gonna lie. Niggas is testing out the waters with this shit and kind of learning how to, switch the colors out and do different little sculptures. Now, I'm not gonna lie, we done already created some tight ass shit. Niggas done created some little action figures, Funko Pops, motherfucking phone docks, all types of shit. I'm not, like I said, I'm gonna start putting some of this stuff. Once a nigga get comfortable and I start getting a bunch of different, different like little designs and shit that I want to do. Once I get it and that shit is looking crispy, oh yeah, Tip, you can bet that a nigga is about to start putting it out because, like I said, you never know who's watching. And you might be watching this shit from YouTube, and if you listening from Spotify, you feel me, you're gonna be like, oh damn, that nigga making 3D prints. Let me see what that nigga talking about. And it might be something that you can actually do for yourself, or it might be something you might have a little idea. You don't want to get a 3D printer, but you might want a 3D print, and that's where you could holla at your guala, and I could probably print it out for you, and we could put it in the mail. We could meet up. We could do what you trying to do. If you trying to do that, let me know. You feel me? But yeah, man, I'm pretty excited to see what I'm actually about to start printing with this 3D printer, because I never really knew, the lengths that this shit could really do. Like I said, I'm printing little Funko Pops and shit like that, but there's people out here that's printing life-size motherfucking Incredible Hulks and superheroes and Batman, and these niggas is looking spot the fuck on. They're painted up, they looking like life-size motherfucking, like if you was going to the movies or something. This shit is looking crispy, so I'm interested to see what I'm gonna come up with. Like I said, I might go do the small route, just print little small things here and there, but if I can make my money back on this motherfucking printer, you feel me, I'll say, yeah, it's worth doing, because I'm just excited to print stuff that I like. So when it gets to the point of me being able to sell some of the art that I'm making, because I'm not like you could copy a bunch of people's art and shit like that, but I'm trying to get and find me a product that I make and I design, so when I put it out to the people, I don't gotta worry about, hey, you stole my design. I don't want to hear none of that shit. And that's what some people do, but that's not what I'm trying to do. Like I said, I'm a businessman, so when I seen this opportunity, I decided, let me grab one and see if there's some money in it and just see what it do. So again, like I said, don't be afraid to start new things. A year ago, I would have never thought like, hey, maybe a nigga should grab a 3D printer, but here we are, and now I got one. So the only thing I could do with it is turn this motherfucker on and make it print something that's worth having. You feel me? But yeah, man, like I said, I got something new for y'all. I wanted to talk to y'all about it. Let me know if you ever tried a 3D printer, or if you'd even be interested, what would you even print? Have you ever seen somebody's 3D print and you think a nigga should try it? You feel me? Like I said, I'm not going to be stealing a whole bunch of ideas, but if I see something that's dope, I'll print that motherfucking shit on my 3D printer, see what it really do. But yeah, man. Now it's time to get to the last topic of the day, and you already know that it's my favorite topic of the day, the sneakers of the week. Now, the sneaker game, I'm not gonna lie, it's been up and down. I done seen some shit that I liked. I liked them taxis. I liked a bunch of shit that came out this year, but there's one shoe in particular, and it's coming out this week on the 27th. That's this weekend. Niggas want them. I know y'all want them, because I want them, and I might get them, but I probably won't get them. I don't know. You feel me? These Tokyo 5s. Now, back in the day when these Tokyo 5s came out, man, nobody could get their hands on them unless you was a nigga with some paper. Now, we done seen niggas spend 20, 30,000 on them things, but nobody was really rocking them like that. Maybe back in the day, you feel me? Now, these is a shoe that Tinker originally put out in the 90s just to, highlight the vibrant colors and the culture and stuff out in Tokyo. Now, they coming out, general release. They're going to be everywhere for the 210. I kind of want them, I'm not gonna lie. Is it gonna be hard to get? Hell yeah. Is it gonna be like the motherfucking undefeateds or whatever? You feel me? Where we all wanted them because these were like a highlighted shoe. But then when they came out, we seen that they tanked. You feel me? People aren't really wanting these. Niggas is basically like, hey, can you give me retail for these motherfuckers? So I'm interested to see. I don't think that's gonna be the case for these Tokyo 5s because they're so sought after and people just haven't seen them, but they know that they're important. So I'm real interested to see how those shoes do. Like I said, I'm on the fence, 60-40. I don't want to pay a big ass price ticket for them, so I'm interested to see what they do. But I'm thinking, I love 5s. I ain't bought no shoes in a while. I kind of been more responsible with the money, but this is one that you can't just pass. I can't pass up everything. I need something in the closet to make me be like, yeah, I got those. Do you know that feeling when you buy new shoes and you got them shits in the closet, you ain't busted them out, you got to get the fit and shit ready? I'm trying to do that. You feel me? But yeah, man, I'm definitely thinking about getting those. So let me know in the comment section if you thinking about getting them Tokyo 5s. You feel me? Is it going to be a hard, shoe to get? Or do you think that they're going to be, a GR and, people going to be able to snatch as many pairs as they want? You're going to see them at Got Soul and shit like that. But I'm about to get out of here. So as always, if you on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you're listening on Spotify, man, you already know, hit that little follow button for your boy, because I'm about to be dropping more podcasts. You feel me? My son is at school, so I'm able to tap in. Y'all know I don't even really be recording when the light is out, but sun ain't really out. The lighting in here is not too bad. So yeah, man, I'm about to get out of here. So as always, make sure y'all, come next week. About to have more. You feel me? I'm about to get out of here. So until next time, you already know what it is, and you know who it is. It's Jolin. It's Varsity. Peace.